We ready to go to Shay?
Let's do it. Shay, you've got a Dodge Ram problem. Go ahead, Shay.
Hey there, how you doing?
Good, good.
Good. So I have a 2001 Dodge Ram 2500 V8 with a 47RE transmission. And during the hurricane, I got called in, and I went through a very deep puddle, so deep the water went into the truck. Basically, ever since then, the transmission started slipping when it was going into second, and then one day after work, it just stopped, and it wouldn't. I would have to turn the car off, and I could turn the car back on, and I could go in reverse, or I could go and drive, but it would only run for like 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and then it would just slip again, and I'd have to turn the car off again.
Okay. Shay, do you have full coverage still on that vehicle?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Listen, this is the situation. What I would do is when you look at the dipstick, when you look at the fluid, when you pull the dipstick out, is the fluid pink or is it red?
It's a little reddish.
Okay. Now, if you got water in that transmission through the vent on the top of the transmission, it would look kind of like a strawberry milkshake.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to try to give you false hopes with this, but what I am going to tell you is there is a part in that transmission that regulates your fluid pressure. And that would be the only hope that you had. It's called the governor pressure sensor. Have you replaced that?
No, I haven't. I just got it from a. Hold on. I just got it from a. I pulled one off a 1500 from a junkyard. Is that going to work in mine, or do I need to go ahead and just buy one from a parts store?
They're cheap. You ain't going to try a used one for the governor pressure sensor. No, get a new one. They're probably $20. Okay. They're probably $20. I mean, the gasket to put back on the transmission pan is going to cost you that much. I mean, geez, come on, maybe a used one. Come on, no. Let's put a new governor pressure sensor on it and fill it back up with some fluid and just see what happens. If that does not take care of it, the reason I'm kind of leaning that direction is because, after it sets and cools off or whatever, you go and you start it, and then you've got fluid pressure again. It's actually engaging again. So I'm in hopes that it's just an electrical failure with the governor pressure sensor, and that gets you back on the road. Now, if that don't take care of it, I'd say we're probably dealing with an internal hydraulic leak of some sort. If the fluid's not contaminated with water and the governor pressure doesn't take care of it, the only other thing you could do, Shay, is put a transmission pressure gauge on it. And if you look online, you probably see where the tap is that you'd screw it into. Then you can do a fluid pressure test, and that's going to tell you if you've got good fluid pressure, but you don't have any engagement, then you've got something going on inside the transmission. Or if you don't have any fluid pressure, then there's something, a cracked stator, a Teflon O-ring on the front pump. I mean, anything like that could have happened, but I don't know if I could have tied it in with you going through the water or not, unless we had fluid contamination. And if that was the case, your transmission fluid would look more like a strawberry milkshake than it would anything else.
So one last thing, I guess like a year and a half ago, the shifting lever went, and then I dropped the pin, and what I was told it was the overdrive, like a piece of metal, like the overdrive. I was told it was like an overdrive. It looks like a fin almost, and that was sitting in the bottom of the pan. That hadn't affected it.
What did you say it looked like?
Like a fin almost, like a fish fin almost. Not, but it's squared off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you've got an overdrive band in the transmission, and you've got a servo, but that shouldn't affect. I wouldn't think that would affect. You got an overdrive and you got a reverse band. I don't think that either one of them would actually affect your actual engagement. With the reverse band, the reverse band would, but it wouldn't be an intermittent forward, or reverse. I don't think that would really come into play. Let's try the governor pressure sensor. Let's see what happens after that. And give me a holler back. Give us a holler back. Give us a call back. Whatever. Inquiring minds are going to be dying to know what the outcome is on this as we continue with Shay and the Magic Mechanic Show. Thanks for your call, Shay.
You got it. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Shay. That opens up a line for you to talk to Larry Perry, the Magic Mechanic, right now. Call 844-580-9326, 844-580-WDBO. One more segment of this edition of the Magic Mechanic Show, but we are live every Saturday at 3 p.m. for answering your automotive questions. We'll be right back with more of the Magic Mechanic.